Take a deep breath and close your eyes. Let go of all today's fatigue right now. Your body is growing heavy, your hands and arms are completely relaxed, your mind is calming down, and that silent journey to carry you among the stars is beginning right this moment. Right at the edge, at that very first moment when gravity begins to loosen its grip. We are looking out the window of our spacecraft as it glides upward from the launch pad. As we rise from the ground, the layers of the atmosphere slip away one by one. The vibrant blue tone of the troposphere gives way to the deep navy of the stratosphere, and then to the endless, velvety black of space. Looking back, Earth offers a magnificent view that stretches as far as the eye can see. That immense blue sphere spinning beneath us glows like a living organism. The deep turquoise of the oceans, the earthy tones of the continents, and the white cloud swirls drifting across them like a delicate veil. That elegant, paper-thin blue line of the atmosphere hangs like a glowing glass sphere right where the darkness of space meets the ocean. Scientists call these graceful layers the troposphere and stratosphere, we call it home. Yet looking from this window, it becomes completely clear how meaningless borders, countries, wars, and daily noise are, and that there is only a single living totality. The average distance from Earth to the Moon is about 384,400 kilometers. Under normal conditions, if a human could drive a car at a constant speed of 100 kilometers per hour without stopping, it is a journey that would take roughly 4.5 months. However, in the vacuum of space, aboard a rocket traveling at an average speed of 40,000 kilometers per hour, this trip takes about 3 days. Yet in this story, as we bend time, we cross that distance simply through the flow of our minds. As Earth becomes a slowly shrinking, glowing bead behind us, the majestic and silent ocean of space opens up ahead. The vacuum of space is never truly empty, it is a magnificent stage of stars, distant galaxies, and giant nebulae shining for billions of years. The blue and red giant stars of the constellation Orion, that immense galactic river flowing from the center of the Milky Way, the quiet shimmer created by photons traveling from billions of light-years away. Every single star is actually an ancient light whispering from the past to the present. The splendor of the stars reminds us both of how vast the universe is and of what a peaceful solitude we share in this infinity. We steer our course a little further ahead, toward the Moon. After that long and silent journey of about 3 days, and gray, an ancient world appears on the horizon, the Moon. The shadows of the craters form sharp lines under the harsh light of space. As we draw closer to the Moon, its massive volcanic plains, ancient lava seas known as buraya, and deep craters reveal themselves in every detail. Because the Moon has no atmosphere, its sky remains perpetually black, and sunlight directly bakes the rocks and dust in a uniquely captivating silence. Our spacecraft settles into lunar orbit, and through our window, we watch the dusty, mysterious surface of the Moon. In this world where gravity is only about 1/6 of Earth's, everything seems to move in slow motion. Yet our journey does not end here. We turn our gaze further out, to the realm of the giants beyond our solar system. Deep in space, Saturn glides with its magnificent, brilliantly shining rings made of ice and rock. Saturn is one of the gas giants of our solar system. Its size staggers the mind when compared to Earth. Saturn's diameter is roughly 9 times larger than Earth's, and it possesses an immense volume capable of holding about 760 Earths inside. Its brilliant icy rings stretch across millions of kilometers, yet in places, they are only a few hundred meters thick. Viewed from space, it shines like a cosmic jewel. Alongside Saturn, Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, takes center stage in this magnificent painting. Jupiter holds a massive mass capable of fitting over 1,300 Earths inside it. The raging storms across its surface and the great red spot that has never faded for centuries show how wild and dynamic the planet's structure is. Beside these giants like Jupiter and Saturn, our blue home planet Earth, of which we are not even a speck, is like a tiny grain of dust drifting across a boundless ocean. This comparison takes away all of a person's troubles, worries, and daily rushes, turning them into a quiet sense of awe before the immense scale of the universe. As we drift among these giant planets, billions of stars, and endless galaxies, time completely melts away. The faint sunlight reflecting off Saturn's rings, the silent craters of the moon, and that tiny blue bead left behind create a single melody of peace within your mind. Your eyelids grow heavy like lead. Every second carries you into a deeper, more restful sleep. Thoughts drift past you like clouds in the distance. You don't hold on to them, you just watch them fade away. With every breath, you sink a little deeper into darkness and peace. While the endless, perfect, and compassionate silence of space wraps all around you, you drift smoothly into a deep sleep within a lasting peace. You are at peace. You are safe. And everything is well. Drifting far beyond Saturn's golden rings and the silence of the outer planets, we glide toward the heart of interstellar darkness. Before us, the Orion Nebula glows like a cosmic painting brushed across the velvet canvas of space. This is one of the most serene cradles of birth and death in the universe, a massive cloud of gas and dust stretching across millions of kilometers, radiating in soft shades of pink and purple. There is no rush here. As warm gases slowly swirl around one another, brand new infant stars prepare to open their eyes deep within the darkness. From the heart of our solar system, far beyond all familiar boundaries, we continue to drift toward the vast and silent depths of uncharted space. The stars glowing in the background shine like frozen diamonds in the exact same spots they have held for billions of years. Here, the exhausting tempo of time flowing by completely vanishes, replaced by the oldest and softest chill of the universe. Ahead of us, we pass along the edge of a magnificent nebula that looks as though it has been scattered across the boundless black velvet of space. This massive cloud of gas ripples slowly in the most peaceful shades of purple and turquoise. There is no noise or the slightest turbulence within. The gas layers slide effortlessly through one another, keeping time with the calmest melody in the universe. As we glide through this colossal ocean of color, all the minor hustles and daily anxieties of being human slowly fade away from our minds. A bit further ahead, gliding through the stars, we approach the frozen moon of a distant planet. When viewed from the outside, this realm is covered entirely by a boundless, smooth, and brilliantly shimmering sheet of ice. Though its surface first appears as a completely frozen, lifeless, and silent realm, a massive liquid ocean lies hidden just beneath that miles-thick crust of ice, a deep, dark water where sunlight has never once touched. The internal heat born from the gravitational dance of the neighboring worlds keeps these hidden seas eternally fluid and alive. As we glide over the fractures in the ice, our consciousness surrenders to the infinite silence of these deep waters. Leaving this captivating pool and frozen worlds behind, we drift further outward into the solar system, toward the pale blue borders ruled by the ice giants. Before us appears a distant planet sliding silently through the dark void with a delicate structure, comforting us with its turquoise hue. It feels as though time here has frozen like crystal shards. The winds whisper the oldest and slowest sleep of the universe. The freezing wind sweeping across its surface drifts slowly through the atmosphere, forming mesmerizing lines and waves. This cool, lonely, and bright blue image embraces us like the calmest, safest harbor of our cosmic journey. And finally, we reach the ultimate edge of the solar system, the infinite threshold where everything begins and ends. Here, the sun is no longer a warming giant in the sky, but merely a bright yet distant star blinking in the midst of the dark. In this deep, limitless, and dark void surrounding us, there is no rush left, nor any sound to be heard. Our mind achieves absolute balance through this profound tranquility at the outermost boundary of the universe. Thoughts slow down, our breath slows down, and nothing remains except the massive, flawless piece of space. There is nothing you need to do, simply let your mind rest in silence within this endless dark. Your eyelids grow heavy, your breath deepens, and this universal peace prepares you for the sweetest, most uninterrupted sleep. Leaving the familiar arms of our solar system, the cheerful crowds, and all the noise of daily life completely behind, we continue to drift toward the calmest and deepest corners of the universe. The stars glowing in the background shine like diamonds pinned to the black velvet of space, as if they haven't budged an inch for billions of years. Here, time completely loses that rushing, frantic, and exhausting tempo we know on Earth. Instead, it yields to that soft, azure chill the universe has preserved for eons. As all those heavy burdens in your mind slowly melt away in this endless void, you feel only the lightness of drifting and simply existing. Ahead of us, we pass along the edge of a ringed gas giant, one of the universe's finest works of art. These magnificent rings in shades of golden yellow and silver slowly rotate around it, forming flawless circles drawn by an invisible hand. There is no storm or harsh wind on this massive planet. The gas layers slide effortlessly through one another, keeping time with the oldest melody of the universe. As we glide within this flawless harmony, all those unnecessary details of being human, the fatigue of the day, and the minor anxieties occupying our minds melt away among these soft colors. Your breathing slows down, and your heart rate matches the silent rhythm of this massive planet. As we drift deeper into interstellar space, a massive, brilliantly shimmering cloud of diamond rain emerges before us. Inside this carbon-rich distant cloud, billions of luminous crystal grains sway slowly in a zero-gravity balance. Every single speck catches the faint light of space, casting a soft, peaceful glow all around. The silence here is so deep and unshakable that it feels as though the universe is sleeping its most profound sleep. Passing through these shining crystals, our minds are cleansed of every burden, turning into something pure, clean, and smooth. Thoughts drift away one by one, leaving only this pure radiance behind. Our journey brings us to one of the most desolate yet mesmerizing corners of the universe, a silent haven at the heart of an ancient nebula. This place is draped with the soft dust clouds left behind by a star that completed its life cycle millions of years ago. The most peaceful shades of purple and violet flow around us like a river in no rush to go anywhere. As we glide in this soft embrace, our muscles completely relax, and all the noises inside us cease. Only the sweet peace of simply existing, of quietly swimming in these boundless waters of space, remains. Your eyelids grow heavy, and your bed feels as safe as if it were floating in the endless void of space. And finally, we reach the ultimate endpoint of this long and serene journey, the quietest threshold of the universe. Here, there is no longer any movement or any sound to be heard, there is only that absolute, flawless tranquility embracing everything. Our minds achieve complete balance with this deep silence, and any remaining thoughts fly away like leaves in the wind. There is nothing you need to do, simply let your mind rest in this endless darkness and peace. Your eyes close completely, your breath deepens, and this universal tranquility prepares you for the sweetest, most uninterrupted sleep. Moving away from the center of our galaxy, we drift toward a massive nursery nebula hosting the birth of thousands of young stars. Pink, purple, and turquoise gas clouds ripple in the dark of space like a massive, breathing, living ocean. There is no rush here. Atoms gather with billions of years of patience and flawless harmony to build brand new worlds. As we glide in this massive and colorful embrace, life's complex, rushed, and exhausting states completely fade away. Our minds are cleansed among these soft dust clouds, turning into a clean, pure white page. In this boundless space ocean where no wind blows and sounds disappear upon hitting an obstacle, there is only a profound peace. The shimmering dust grains around us dance like they are whispering the universe's calmest lullaby. Your body slowly grows heavy, and your bed feels as light as if it were floating in the void of space, completely free from gravity. All those invisible burdens that fell on your shoulders throughout the day fade away among these colorful gas clouds. Nothing else matters anymore, there is only being within this soft flow and resting. Our journey deepens toward the calmest center of this massive nebula. Here, warm gases swirl around one another at such a slow, graceful rhythm that the concept of time completely loses its meaning. This cycle of creation lasting billions of years reminds us how calm and naturally flowing a miracle life is. All the complex knots in your mind untie in this soft atmosphere, and thoughts fly away one by one. When you take a deep breath, you feel that the air filling you is the purest energy of the universe. As we glide through this magnificent riot of color, the light of the surrounding stars gradually softens into a calmer tone. This compassionate corner of space offers you the safest sanctuary, far away from all the chaos of the world. Your muscles are completely relaxed, your arms, legs, and head rest peacefully on your bed. All your ties with the outer world slowly snap, leaving behind only this fertile, compassionate darkness. The deepest and most tender sleep of the universe is now waiting to wrap around you. And finally, as we approach the final stop of this dreamlike journey, the last sounds in your mind fall completely silent. Your eyelids are now so heavy that keeping them open becomes impossible. Let yourself go into the compassionate arms of this endless ocean of color and soft dust clouds. You don't need to think about anything, simply drift, relax, and surrender to a deep sleep. The oldest and most peaceful lullaby of the universe is playing for you, and now is simply the time to rest and sleep. We drift toward the outermost frozen borders of our solar system, where the sun's light and heat barely reach. This is the Oort cloud, where trillions of comets, asteroids, and ice masses slumber in deep silence. In this boundless realm where time feels as though it has completely stopped, billions of years old ice grains faintly gleam in the weak light of space. There is absolute freezing stillness and tranquility outside, but this cold never frightens you. Instead, it wraps around you like a giant compassion, carrying away all the noise and suffocating heat of the outer world. As we glide in this silent kingdom, our thoughts slow down, turning into crystal grains. All burdens in your mind slowly sink into the depths of this frozen ice ocean, vanishing forever. There is no pain or rush here, there is only that deep, pure, and untouched tranquility lasting for eons. While ice crystals sway silently around us, the heaviness of your body slowly fades away, and you hang in the air like a light feather. Even the deepest corners of your mind fill with this cool and pristine air. Our journey progresses toward the deepest layers of this frozen realm. The faint light of a pale distant star creates magnificent blue and white glimmers on the ice. This scenery is so captivating and calm that the human mind completely surrenders to this visual piece. Every detail that tired, made you think, and strained you throughout the day loses its meaning in this frozen eternity. You are now just a part of this silent kingdom. You have no past and no future anxiety, only the present moment and this flawless serenity. As we glide through this icy ocean, your breathing slows down enough to match the frozen world outside. Your chest calms with every breath, and your heartbeat reaches a regular, peaceful rhythm like a clock. Contrary to the cold outside, what you feel inside is an incredible sense of warmth and protection. Just like the warm waters beneath thick ice sheets, your soul is now completely isolated from all storms in the outer world. Nothing can disturb you, and no sound can break this deep peace. And finally, we reach the deepest sleep of this frozen kingdom of time. Let yourself go into the soft and cool arms of this icy harbor. The gates of the deepest, highest quality sleep are now wide open for you. Your eyes are completely closed, and your mind is as calm and clear as a smooth sheet of ice. Take a deep breath and let this coolness and silence carry you away. You are now in a sound, sweet, and uninterrupted sleep that will last until morning. Rest comfortably. We glide among the threads of that invisible cosmic web connecting billions of galaxies, massive star clusters, and the most remote corners of space together. This massive and flawless fabric woven by dark matter whispers to us how orderly and with what tremendous intellect the universe operates. Galaxies are strung like glowing beads along these threads, swaying silently for trillions of years with nowhere to rush. As we glide within this massive web, the peace you breathe and the breath of the universe merge, making you an integral part of the grand cosmos. The complex knots in your mind untie one by one through the touch of this cosmic web. Thoughts flow away silently like shooting stars, leaving no trace behind. This largest and most orderly structure of the universe protects, wraps, and gives you an incredible sense of safety. All those small details that tired you throughout the day melt and shrink in the face of this massive galactic fabric. You no longer need to think about anything, just surrender completely to the flow of this flawless fabric and the compassionate pull of space. Our progress continues in a soft swaying motion along these invisible filaments. The pale, peaceful lights of the surrounding galaxies shine like night lights in the dark without dazzling our eyes. As you watch this scenery, you feel all your fears, anxieties, and the uncertainties of tomorrow melting away within this boundless web. You are not alone. Right at the heart of this grand system stretching across billions of light years, you are in the safest and most sheltered place. Your body relaxes more and more during this journey. All the muscles in your shoulders loosen, and your hands and feet completely surrender to the bed. With every breath you take, you grow a bit heavier, as if becoming one of the soft threads of this cosmic web. Your mind becomes clear, and all the noise of the outer world echoes and vanishes in that endless silence of space. There is no time or space outside anymore. There is only a deep and unshakable tranquility brought by this infinite web. And finally, at the most relaxing point of this cosmic web, we drop anchor in a harbor of deep sleep. Your eyelids are completely closed, your thoughts have completely stopped, and all that remains is the desire for sleep brought by this massive, silent, and flawless cosmic fabric. Take a deep breath, let go. The grandest and most peaceful embrace of the universe is waiting to put you to sleep. Now forget everything, close your eyes, and enjoy a sound sleep until the first light of morning. We glide past an aging red giant star that has reached the end of its billions of years-long life and expanded to colossal dimensions. This magnificent old star has consumed all its fuel and is gently, slowly blowing its outer layers into the cold void of space. These soft-colored gas clouds expanding in rings around it paint the most peaceful autumn picture the universe has ever seen. There is no pain or turmoil in this calm death. Everything happens with great acceptance, profound tranquility, and the flawless cycle of nature. As the star takes its final breath, it scatters new atoms and new seeds of life into space. While witnessing this magnificent farewell, your own day is also slowly coming to an end, reaching your own inner evening. Your mind withdraws to rest among these soft-colored gas clouds, your thoughts lighten and scatter just like these slowly expanding gases. Leave everything behind, the stress of the day, the to-do list, tomorrow's anxieties. They all melt away and vanish in this silent farewell of the old star. Now is simply the time for sleep, rest, and absolute silence. Not our journey continues at the heart of this massive nebula, in that peaceful region where pink and orange tones blend together. Time flows so slowly in this corner of space that a single second turns into an endless moment of peace. The soft darkness you feel behind your eyelids is wrapped in the compassionate light of this old star. Your breathing has completely settled. With every breath, you turn a bit more inward, moving away from all stimuli of the outer world. As you glide within this calm autumn tale, you realize how heavy and safe your body feels in bed. Your arms and legs are completely relaxed, with not the slightest tension left in any muscle. Just like the peaceful legacy left to the universe by the old star, you are leaving the day's fatigue in this silent corner of space. Now there is only a sweet emptiness in your mind and peaceful doors ready to close. You don't need to show any resistance, just submit to this soft flow and let yourself go into the arms of sleep. And finally, we reach the deepest sleep of this calm farewell and peaceful autumn. As the star's light slowly fades away, your consciousness drifts toward the sweetest darkness. That deep sleep that will protect, rest, and renew you until the first light of morning has now completely enveloped you. You don't need to open your eyes, you don't need to think about anything, just surrender to a deep and peaceful sleep among these soft clouds. Good night, you are resting in the calmest corner of the universe. We visit mysterious ocean worlds located in the outer parts of our solar system, covered entirely on the outside by thick, smooth, and frozen ice layers, but hiding massive, warm oceans within. There is no sound or movement on the surface of these moons. The outside is an absolute frozen silence. Yet meters beneath that thick crust of ice, dark, warm, and endless seas nourished by thermal sources flow continuously. This contrast between the frozen cold outside and the warm, sheltered water within brings an incredible serenity to the human soul. As we glide over these icy worlds, the frozen world outside and the calmness in your mind blend together. No matter how much storm or cold there is outside, that hidden ocean within is always safe, always fluid, and completely isolated from the outer world. Just like these hidden seas, there is a sheltered, peaceful, and warm sanctuary deep within your own mind. It is time to leave all the outer storms, chaos, and fatigue of the day behind and retreat into that inner silence. Our progress continues by gliding among the deep fractures on the ice sheets. The weak light reflecting from these cracks reminds us of the endless depth of the massive water mass beneath us. It is not a fear of the unknown that you feel, but rather an incredible sense of trust and surrender. Because these dark and warm waters protect the universe's most closely guarded secret of life and peace. All the waves in your mind slow down, and your thoughts calm down completely by blending into the waters of this deep ocean. Your body grows heavier during this journey, your bed carries you like a peaceful raft swaying upon this warm and endless ocean. All tension in your shoulders vanishes, your breathing deepens, and it adapts to the wavelength of these hidden seas. The noise of the outer world is now very far away, left behind where it cannot be reached. You are beneath these sheltered ice layers, in the safest and warmest place. Nothing can disturb you. And finally, we reach the deepest peace of these hidden ocean worlds, that state of absolute sleep. Your eyes are completely closed, and your mind rests peacefully in the silence of these warm waters. Within this deep and uninterrupted sleep that will last until the first light of morning, you are completely safe and at peace. Take a deep breath, lose yourself in the tranquility of these hidden seas, and surrender to the renewal that morning will bring. Now is simply the time for sleep, sweet dreams. Millions of light years away, we witness that magnificent gravitational encounter where two massive galaxies slowly approach one another. Galactic collisions in space are often imagined as terrifying explosions or violent events, yet in reality, this encounter is a slow-motion dance lasting millions of years, far beyond human perception. Stars pass through one another without colliding, with an elegance spanning billions of years and in flawless harmony. As we watch this massive and slow dance, we realize that nothing in the universe rushes, and even the largest changes occur with incredible patience and calmness. The hustle and bustle of life, daily anxieties, and the minor details that exhausted our minds completely melt and shrink in the face of this billions of years old cosmic perspective. Let your mind keep pace with the rhythm of this slow-motion dance. Everything happens in its own time, in its own flawless flow. You have nowhere to rush either. Our progress continues among these massive star rivers, at that gentle meeting point of arms in shades of golden yellow and blue. As stars pass by one another, they scatter faint, peaceful glows into space, just like dim night lights burning in a dark room. As you watch this scenery, even the air you breathe becomes calmer and softer. All the hustle in your mind, that urgent to-do list, and endless thoughts fade away in the waters of this slow-motion dance. Your body relaxes more and more, keeping pace with this slow rhythm. Your arms, legs, and head withdraw to rest peacefully on your bed. With every breath you take, you seem to become a part of this billions of years old galactic dance, drawing in the grand tranquility of space. All the mental energy you spent throughout the day leaves its place to a deep serenity. There is no question mark or chaos left in your mind, only a sweet desire for sleep brought by this endless and flawless movement. And finally, we surrender to that deepest, sweetest sleep brought by this slow-motion galactic dance. Your eyelids have grown heavy, your thoughts have completely stopped, and all that remains is the peace of this endless, silent dance. Take a deep breath, let go. This billions of years old patient rhythm of the universe is carrying you to the most beautiful dreams. Now close your eyes and sleep in peace within this flawless dance until the first light of morning. Everything is fine, everything is in its own flow. We approach magnetars, city-sized dense neutron stars possessing the strongest magnetic fields in the universe. These small yet incredibly heavy objects radiate invisible magnetic waves around them that are far too powerful to be produced in any laboratory on Earth. Though violent explosions and high-energy rays sometimes erupt on their surfaces, they generally spin silently and with great tranquility in the darkness of space. As we glide within these massive and invisible forces, we feel how unshakable and deep an order nature possesses. Just like those great powers we cannot see but which hold us together, our mind is under the protection of this silent and powerful energy. After all the mental and physical energy you spent throughout the day, it is now time to rest and renew yourself. Beneath this invisible magnetic shield, you are as safe as can be, far away from all threats of the outer world, where nothing can disturb you. Let your muscles completely relax, your thoughts slow down, and let the sweetest sleep of darkness find you. Our progress continues smoothly and safely among the soft waves of this magnetic field. The faint light waves around us bend slightly under the influence of this powerful magnetic field, casting a peaceful glow all around. You are right at the center of this protective shield. No matter what storms rage outside, this is always the safest harbor you can take refuge in. All defense mechanisms in your mind can now turn off because you are safe and you have earned the right to rest. Your breathing has become regular and calm enough to harmonize with this invisible force. With every breath, you grow a bit heavier, completely surrendering to that warm surface of your bed embracing you. All weights on your shoulders and tensions in your back seem to mix into the air and fly away under the influence of this magnetic pull. The screen in your mind slowly darkens, thoughts are erased one by one, and only this powerful, unshakable peace remains. And finally, beneath this powerful magnetic shield, we reach the deepest and most sheltered sleep of the universe. Your eyes are completely closed, and your consciousness rests in the compassionate embrace of this powerful and silent energy. Enjoy this deep sleep that will protect you until the first light of morning. Take a deep breath, let go, nothing can deprive you of this peace. Now sleep comfortably. Good night. In the depths of space, we observe that mesmerizing scenery where light, bent by the gravitational influence of a massive galaxy before us, transforms a more distant galaxy behind it into flawless Einstein rings. Light does not travel in a straight line as it passes through the warped fabric of space. Instead, it dances by forming massive golden and blue circles. This is not an optical illusion, but the warped and flawless reality of space-time. As we glide around these perfect rings, we realize that life, too, does not always follow a straight line. We understand that behind difficulties, bends, and unexpected turns, a much greater beauty and a much deeper balance are actually hidden. These graceful curves of space's very fabric remind us that everything is in harmony. All the knots in your mind untie, and your thoughts calm down around you like these soft rings of light, dispersing peacefully in circles. The chaos of the past or the bends of the future can no longer trouble you because this is a field of flawless balance. Our progress continues by drawing a soft curve among these shimmering golden and blue circles. This dance of light does not tire your eyes, on the contrary, it gives an incredible clarity and calmness to your mind. With every breath you take, you seem to become a part of this space-time warp, feeling the slowing down of time in your soul. Those complex thoughts that warped and tired your mind throughout the day melt within these graceful circles and continue on their way smoothly. Your body grows lighter and lighter during this journey as your bed embraces you, not the slightest contraction remains in your muscles. Your arms, legs, and entire body are wrapped in the peaceful energy radiated by these warped rings of light. The speed, hustle, and noise of the outer world now feel like a very distant dream to you. You are at the heart of space's most graceful optical miracle, on the threshold of the safest and calmest sleep. And finally, at the center of these flawless Einstein rings, we reach the deepest sleep of the universe. Your eyelids are completely closed, your mind has calmed down around you like these soft rings of light, and found peace. You are in a sound, sweet, and peaceful sleep until the first light of morning. Take a deep breath, let yourself go into the compassion of this warped light. Now sleep comfortably, may your dreams be as peaceful as golden and blue circles. And finally, we reach the ultimate point the human mind can imagine and scientists can calculate, the edge of the observable universe. At this outermost point, reached by the first light waves launched with the Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago, we have arrived at the end of known space. Beyond it stretches a dark, unexplored, and boundless void expanding forever, its light not yet reaching us. Here there is no longer any sound, any time, or any rush. At this outermost boundary of the universe, only the very faint, very peaceful whispers of distant stars shining for billions of years remain. All the fatigue of the day, all the sounds in your mind, and every burden brought by life completely melt and vanish here at this boundless border. You don't need to do anything anymore. This is the place where everything ends and begins, where absolute tranquility reigns. You are simply resting within this infinite tranquility, in the grandest and most compassionate embrace of the universe. As our journey continues without stopping at this outermost border, the dark velvety void around us wraps around us completely. Space is no longer a cold place here. Instead, it turns into a giant maternal embrace that cradles everything and forgives all efforts and fatigue. The last thoughts in your mind quietly melt away at this boundless border. There is no anxiety left, nor plans for tomorrow. There is only a sweet desire for sleep brought by this absolute void. Your body has relaxed so much at this final stop that it has completely integrated with your bed, losing its weight entirely. With every breath you take, you drift a bit deeper into the depths of this universal void, reaching the highest quality and deepest rest. All your ties with the outer world, time, and space have now completely snapped. You are here, at the most remote and peaceful point of the universe, right in the middle of the safest sleep. And finally, at the end of this long and magnificent cosmic journey, we open the doors of absolute serenity and the deepest sleep. Your eyes are completely closed, your breathing is slow and steady, and your mind is as clear and peaceful as the calmest corner of the universe. Take a deep breath, let yourself go into the arms of this endless void, and enjoy a sound sleep until the first light of morning. Everything is left behind, now is simply the time for sleep. Good night. As the lights of cities, mountains, and seas slowly fade beneath us, you feel the air thinning and step into the absolute, perfect silence of deep space. Earth shrinks behind us like a mesmerizing, glowing blue marble, while ahead opens the velvety darkness of billions of stars and giant galaxies that have burned for eons. The invisible weight of gravity slips off your shoulders, you simply float, weightless, surrendering to the serenity of the infinite void. The soft glow of the constellation Orion, the vast galactic river of the Milky Way, and the ancient light arriving from billions of light-years away wrap around you like a warm blanket. Time stands completely still here, and your mind turns into the surface of a crystal-clear, motionless lake. Floating gently down from the void of space, we descend softly back toward the compassionate embrace of our blue planet. Our destination is the deepest, most untouched corner of a vast ocean where time itself has frozen. As the buoyancy of the water makes your body entirely weightless, the unique, ancient silence of the underwater world greets you. Billions of tiny creatures hidden among the seaweeds and coral reefs emit soft blue and emerald green lights in the darkness, glowing like a map of the night sky. As you drift through this fairy-tale light of bioluminescence, the deep, low-frequency songs of giant whales traveling from miles away reach your ears. These soothing vibrations wash away the very last traces of noise in your mind, and you sink deeper into the warm, protective embrace of the waters. As the ocean waters gently recede, we find ourselves standing in the very heart of a misty, ancient pine forest. Towering trunks of centuries-old pine trees reach up toward the sky, and the crisp, soothing scent of damp earth and pine needles fills your lungs. The wind whispers softly as it weaves through the high branches, while the soft moss beneath your feet cushions every step, relaxing you more and more. The gentle babbling of a small stream flowing through the woods acts like nature's sweetest lullaby, calming your soul. Faint moonlight filtering through the dense canopy glimmers like silver armor on the wet leaves. There are no urgent matters here, no places to reach, there is only the unshakable, peaceful rhythm of the natural world. The forest path leads us to a warm, safe wooden mountain cabin. Inside, The crackling logs in the fireplace fill the room with a rich scent of wood and a cozy orange glow. Outside, the hypnotizing rhythm of raindrops tapping on the broad roof begins. The fog on the window panes keeps the cold wind far away, while you stay completely warm and safe beneath a thick blanket. The patter of rain against the roof merges with the faint crackle of the fire. Every single raindrop washes away the last remnants of mental exhaustion, leaving behind an indescribable sense of warmth, security, and peace. As the cabin door opens into the night, we find ourselves in ancient Egypt at the beginning of time, floating upon a traditional wooden boat on the Nile River. At midnight, the still waters of the Nile mirror thousands of stars above like a vast glass surface. The silhouette of the Grand Pyramids rising on the shore climb toward the sky with the wisdom and silence of centuries. A desert breeze carries the faint scent of incense from distant temples along with a refreshing coolness over the river. The rhythmic, soft splash of oars dipping into the water blends with the river current, numbing your mind in the most comforting way. In these ancient lands, you feel how fast time passes, yet how eternal this single moment truly is. The boat slowly lifts upward, and as the Nile stays far below, we find ourselves floating through a mythical city above the clouds. We step onto soft, cotton-like layers of pure white clouds, yet we do not sink. The clouds support you like a weightless mattress. The sharp, brilliant light of the full moon transforms the sea of clouds into an ocean of liquid silver. The air up here is so pure and clear that every breath you take restores every single cell in your body. The sky is just a step away. You are close enough to reach out and touch the stars. All the troubles of the world below remain buried under thick layers of clouds. Up here, there is only endless lightness, absolute quiet, and the feeling of drifting freely. As the silver clouds gently part, we land upon the pristine, silent white blanket of the North Pole. Snowflakes fall silently through the dark night, covering everything in a blanket of absolute stillness. Suddenly, vibrant waves of green, purple, and pink light begin to dance across the sky, the aurora borealis, the northern lights. This magical display turns the darkness into a breathtaking, gentle celebration, while the snow absorbs all sound, plunging the world into total silence. The bitter cold stays outside, while your inside is filled with profound awe and peace brought by this cosmic light show. As the lights slowly fade, we arrive in a traditional Japanese temple garden during the height of spring. As the night wind blows, delicate pink and white cherry blossom petals fall upon us like a soft, sweet rain. The rhythmic click of a bamboo water fountain near the wooden temple harmonizes perfectly with the Zen arrangement of stones and gravel in the courtyard. The light, sweet fragrance of blossoms floats through the air. With every petal that touches the ground, you let another thought slip away from your mind. There is only the beauty of the present moment and the elegant transformation of nature. The cherry petals gradually turn into golden yellow and crimson autumn leaves as we enter a misty, mystical valley. Massive leaves fallen from the trees cover our path like a soft, thick carpet. A light fog creeping along the valley floor creates a mysterious and serene atmosphere among the tree trunks. The rich scent of damp soil and fallen leaves settles your mind. As the wind blows, the drifting autumn leaves float down to the earth just like the fleeting thoughts in your mind. In this season when nature prepares to rest and hibernate, you allow your own body and mind to surrender to deep rest. The mist clears away, and we find ourselves on a warm, tropical night, floating above a shallow coral reef. Moonlight penetrates the crystal-clear surface of the water, casting a soft glow over colorful corals and swaying sea fans. Small tropical fish have settled into a quiet sleep among the reefs. Sea urchins and starfish sway like a cradle with the gentle, rhythmic motion of the water. The sound of small waves lapping against the shore repeats rhythmically, echoing the breathing of the ocean itself. With every wave, your chest rises and falls, and all the turbulence in your mind settles into stillness. Leaving the seashore behind, we ascend the massive, majestic peaks of misty mountains. We are so close to the stars that the night sky is not mere black, but a deep, profound navy blue. Standing on the peak and looking down, you see a sea of fog completely enveloping the foot of the mountains. All the chaos of the world remains trapped beneath that blanket of fog. Up here, high above, the air possesses an eternal purity. The millions of years old, unshakable stance of the mountains instills a sense of profound safety and tranquility within you. As the gentle whisper of the wind sings the ancient song of the peaks, you completely let go into this sublime peace. Descending from the mountain slopes, we glide into an isolated and breathtaking desert night. We rest at a hidden oasis in the middle of vast sand dunes where the wind gently shifts fine grains of sand. Under the shade of date palms, we sit beside a cool water spring. The desert night brings a sweet and refreshing cool after the heat of the day. Thousands of miles away from city lights, the sky is covered with the brightest stars you could ever witness. The softness of the sand molds around your body, and the vast, endless, smooth silence of the desert completely dissolves all remaining noise in your mind. In the silence of the oasis, we begin to hear the sound of a giant bamboo forest swaying gently in the breeze. The tall, green bamboo stalks rub against one another, bending slightly to whisper a wooden melody. Above, the delicate, crystal tones of hanging wind chimes float through the air. The rustling of bamboo leaves pulls away the very last bits of tension in your muscles. Everything in this forest is flexible, moving effortlessly with the wind. Just like these bamboos, you stretch, let go of all rigidity, and surrender to the effortless flow of your mind. Deep within the bamboo forest, we reach the entrance of a hidden cave. As we step inside, you realize this is no ordinary cavern. The walls, ceiling, and floor are covered in giant, transparent crystals. The crystals glow softly from within, casting a soothing purple and blue light. The air inside is at a perfect, comforting temperature, and the structure of the cave absorbs all sound, offering you the deepest, echo-free silence you have ever experienced. Sitting in this crystal chamber, the timeless stillness of the stone settles into your core. Your body grows heavy like lead, and your mind comes to a complete, peaceful standstill. And finally, we arrive at the center of a timeless library where all these worlds, times, and places converge. The floor is made of dark, warm wood, and the walls are lined with ancient books reaching all the way to the ceiling. The comforting scent of leather-bound volumes, beeswax candles, and old parchment fill the entire room. You sink into a massive, soft armchair near the center. In the fireplace, a gentle fire radiates its final soothing warmth from glowing embers. This library holds all the stories and experiences of the universe, but there is nothing left to read. All the pages have been turned, and all the words have been spoken. Now, there is only absolute silence, absolute completeness, and infinite peace. Your eyelids have grown far too heavy to open. With every single breath you take, you sink deeper into the most profound, sweetest, and most restful sleep the universe has to offer. All thoughts have melted away, leaving only you and everlasting stillness. The journey continues seamlessly through an ancient, forgotten stone temple hidden behind a curtain of a roaring waterfall in a lush, tropical jungle. Behind the wall of cascading water, the air is cool, fresh, and filled with a soothing, damp mist that lightly touches the skin. The roaring sound of the water outside becomes a deep, rhythmic white noise that completely blocks out the rest of the world, creating a natural soundproof sanctuary inside. Torches made of sweet-smelling resin burn softly in iron brackets along the mossy stone walls, casting a warm, flickering amber light across intricate carvings of ancient constellations. Deep inside the temple, a perfectly still, emerald-green pool reflects the glowing embers, its water untouched by ripples for centuries. Sitting by the edge of this subterranean spring, the steady, rhythmic pulse of the waterfall outside lulls every remaining thought into a state of absolute, unshakable tranquility. Moving beyond the jungle temple, the surroundings shift into a vast, glowing ice cavern carved deep beneath the ancient glacier in Iceland. The walls of ice are not white, but a deep, luminous sapphire blue, frozen thousands of years ago in total purity. Sunlight from the surface filters down through dozens of meters of solid ice, transforming into a soft, ethereal blue glow that illuminates the silent halls. Small, delicate icicles hang like crystal chandeliers from the high arched ceiling, catching the light like frozen stars. There is no wind here, no drafts, and no sound except for the occasional, distant clink of a single water droplet falling into a clear ice basin below. The pure, crisp stillness of the ancient glacier wraps around the senses, freezing every worry in time and leaving behind a feeling of pristine, untouched clarity. The path glides further upward, emerging into a quiet, sun-drenched olive grove on a cliff overlooking the Mediterranean Sea at dusk. The warm golden hour light bathes the silver-green leaves of the ancient olive trees, making them shimmer in the gentle sea breeze. Below the cliff, the calm sea laps lazily against smooth white pebbles in a slow, hypnotic cadence, forward and back, over and over. The air carries the rich sense of wild thyme, warm earth, and salty sea air, evoking an immediate sense of timeless comfort. Old stone benches rest under the shade of twisted tree trunks that have stood here for generations, watching the sun slowly dip below the endless horizon, painting the sky in shades of soft peach, violet, and deep gold. From the quiet cliffs of the Mediterranean, the scene transitions to an old, wooden train carriage traveling peacefully through the snow-covered wilderness of Siberia at midnight. The rhythmic, repetitive clack-clack of the train wheels against the steel tracks creates a deep, mesmerizing lullaby that sways the entire room gently side to side. Outside the frosted glass window, vast forests of snow-laden birch and pine trees pass by like silent phantoms under the glow of a bright winter moon. Inside the compartment, a small brass lamp casts a soft, warm yellow light over plush velvet seats, while a hot cup of tea sits on a wooden table, steam rising lazily into the air. The contrast between the freezing, endless wilderness outside and the snug, moving warmth inside creates an incomparable sense of deep security and effortless rest. The journey drifts onward to an ancient, abandoned lavender field in the heart of Provence during a warm summer night. Rows upon rows of deep purple lavender stretch out toward the horizon, swaying softly under a sky blanketed with millions of brilliant stars. The night air is thick with the soothing, natural fragrance of fresh lavender and warm summer grass, instantly calming the nervous system. Crickets chirp in a slow, rhythmic chorus from the edges of the field, blending with the gentle whispering of the night wind through the bushes. A small, rustic stone cottage with a tiled roof stands at the edge of the field, its wooden shutters open to catch the cool breeze, inviting a total surrender to the soothing scents and quiet rhythms of the countryside. Ascending into the sky once more, we enter a floating glass conservatory drifting slowly through a sea of warm, twilight clouds high above the earth. Inside the glass dome, exotic night-blooming flowers open their petals, filling the space with sweet, delicate fragrances. Through the transparent ceiling and walls, the vast expanse of the cosmos unfolds in every direction, completely unobstructed by city lights or pollution. The conservatory floats weightlessly, moved only by gentle atmospheric currents, like a warm bubble of safety sailing across the evening sky. Looking out through the glass, soft clouds pass beneath like giant mounds of pink and lavender cotton, creating a feeling of absolute elevation, detachment, and peaceful floating. The floating glass dome gently descends into a quiet, sunlit courtyard of a traditional Moorish palace in Andalusia. High stone arches carved with intricate geometric patterns surround a central marble fountain, where clear spring water trickles softly into a still basin. The courtyard is planted with fragrant orange trees heavy with blossom and fruit, casting cool, dappled shadows across the terracotta tiles. The gentle sound of running water echoes softly off the ancient stone walls, repeating its simple, peaceful melody over and over. The warm sun warms the stones, releasing the sweet scent of citrus and jasmine into the still afternoon air, inviting an endless pause in time where nothing needs to be done. Leaving the palace behind, we find ourselves on an uninhabited, horseshoe-shaped island in the South Pacific during a warm, starry night. The beach is made of powdery white sand that stays soft and warm beneath the night sky. The calm lagoon inside the horseshoe is completely sheltered from the ocean waves, its water as smooth as dark glass, glowing with faint bioluminescent plankton whenever a soft ripple forms. Palm trees lean gently over the water, their long fronds rustling softly in the tropical trade wind. The rhythmic sound of ocean waves breaking gently against the outer barrier reef miles away provides a distant, comforting background pulse, like the heartbeat of the earth itself. The tropical island softly fades into a vast, silent pine forest in the Pacific Northwest during a gentle evening fog. Towering redwood and fir trees stand like ancient guardians, their tops lost in the low-hanging gray clouds. The forest floor is covered in a thick, spongy carpet of green moss and fallen needles that absorbs every sound, creating a profound, heavy quietness throughout the woods. A light, warm drizzle begins to fall, the tiny drops tapping softly against the broad fern leaves and high tree canopy. The crisp, clean scent of fresh rain, cedar wood, and wet earth fills the air, cleansing the mind and creating a cozy, sheltered atmosphere deep within the ancient woods. From the misty woods, the path leads to a quiet, traditional tea house perched on the edge of a high cliff in the Wuyi Mountains of China. Below, deep valleys filled with rolling white clouds look like an endless sea of foam under the moonlight. Inside the open-air tea house, a small clay kettle simmers gently over a bed of warm charcoal, releasing a soft plume of steam and the earthy scent of roasting tea leaves. The wooden floorboards are cool and smooth, and the only sound is the gentle bubbling of the water and the distant whisper of the wind moving through the mountain pines. Sitting here, high above the world, the vastness of the landscape below brings a sense of absolute stillness and perspective. The mountain tea house gives way to a midnight journey aboard a traditional wooden sailboat gliding across the calm waters of a Scandinavian fjord. High, snow-capped cliffs rise dramatically on both sides, their dark reflections stretching across the still, deep blue water like giant shadows. The sail above fills with a gentle, steady night breeze, pushing the boat forward smoothly without a single engine sound or vibration. The sound of the wooden hull parting the cold water is a soft, rhythmic shush that repeats continuously. Up above, the clear night sky is filled with thousands of sharp, glittering stars, framed by the majestic silhouettes of the surrounding mountains. The fjord fades into an ancient, vast library hidden beneath the sands of a desert oasis, illuminated by glowing crystal lanterns set into the stone pillars. Shelves carved directly into the rock walls hold thousands of rolled papyrus scrolls and leather-bound manuscripts containing the forgotten wisdom of centuries. The air is cool, dry, and smells of old paper, dried herbs, and cedarwood oil. Soft wool carpets cover the stone floor, deadening all footsteps. A small, underground thermal spring flows quietly through a stone channel in the center of the room, adding a gentle, bubbling soundtrack to the vast, quiet repository of human thought, where all questions have already been answered and laid to rest. Emerging from the underground library, we arrive at a quiet, stone lighthouse standing on a remote, rocky peninsula at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. The huge glass lantern at the top rotates slowly and silently, casting a long, warm beam of light out across the dark, rolling ocean waves. Inside the thick stone walls of the lighthouse keeper's room, a small cast-iron stove burns warmly, radiating a steady, comfortable heat throughout the round space. Outside, the wind whistles softly around the curved walls, and the ocean swell crashes against the rocks below in a powerful, reassuring, and eternal rhythm that has continued for millions of years. The coastal lighthouse transforms into a quiet, sun-dappled meadow hidden high in the Swiss Alps during late summer. Wildflowers of blue, yellow, and purple sway gently in the warm mountain breeze, filling the air with a sweet, natural fragrance. In the distance, the faint, silver chime of wooden cowbells drifts across the valley, blending with the soft humming of wild bees moving from flower to flower. The afternoon sun warms the high grass, creating a soft, natural bed that smells of dried hay and summer warmth. Snow-capped peaks rise silently against a clear, deep blue sky in the background, standing as eternal, peaceful witnesses to the quiet beauty of the meadow. Finally, all these paths merge into a vast, boundless sanctuary of pure, warm light at the very edge of creation. There are no walls here, no landscapes, no time, and no distance. Only a gentle, enveloping warmth that feels like a soft, weightless embrace holding everything in existence. The light shifts slowly between shades of soft gold, rose, and deep violet, pulsing with a rhythm as slow and steady as a quiet breath. Every sound, every memory, and every thought from every journey settles completely into this ultimate, eternal stillness. Nothing remains to be sought, nothing remains to be known, and nothing remains to be done. Everything is complete, everything is balanced, and everything is at rest in absolute, everlasting peace. The journey glides effortlessly into a hidden, ancient greenhouse in the heart of an English country estate during a quiet midnight rain. Thick glass panes above are covered with thousands of dancing raindrops, creating a steady, rhythmic pattern of soft taps that echoes throughout the warm space. Inside, climbing ivy, blooming night-scented stock, and lush ferns fill the air with a rich, earthy fragrance of damp soil and sweet petals. Wrought iron benches lined with soft cushions sit beside a small stone basin where water trickles lazily from a carved lion's head. The contrast between the cool rain washing over the glass outside and the humid, fragrant warmth inside creates a cocoon of deep, uninterrupted comfort. Leaving the greenhouse behind, we step into a quiet, snow-dusted bamboo pavilion nestled in the mountains of Kyoto at dawn. Pink and golden light softly paints the snow on the bamboo leaves as a gentle morning breeze makes the long stalks sway and creak softly against one another. A small cast-iron kettle rests on a bed of glowing coals, sending a quiet hiss of steam into the crisp, cool air. The ground is covered in a thick layer of fresh, undisturbed snow that absorbs every sound, creating an atmosphere of profound, pristine quietness. The simple, rhythmic sound of the simmering kettle and the soft rustle of bamboo leaves bring a deep sense of stillness to the mind. The pavilion melts away into a peaceful journey aboard a wooden canal boat drifting through the silent, torchlit waterways of ancient Venice at midnight. The dark, calm water reflects the soft amber glow of lanterns hanging from old stone bridges, creating shimmering golden ribbons on the canal surface. The gentle sway of the boat as it glides smoothly past centuries-old palaces creates a hypnotic, rocking motion that completely relaxes every muscle. The only sound is the soft, rhythmic slap-slaps of the water against the wooden hull and the distant, fading echo of a distant clock tower striking the hour, marking a time that no longer matters. The Venetian Canal gives way to a high, sunlit plateau in the Andes Mountains, where ancient stone ruins stand quietly beneath a vast, crystal-clear sky. A gentle, warm wind carries the faint sound of a wooden pan flute playing a slow, sweet melody from a distant valley. Golden grass covers the mountain slopes, swaying like an ocean of wheat in the afternoon sun. The air up here is exceptionally pure, crisp, and light, filling your lungs with every breath and washing away any lingering tiredness. Standing among these timeless stones, looking out over endless mountain ranges that stretch into the horizon, a feeling of deep, unshakable permanence settles into your core. From the Andean heights, the scene shifts to an underground cavern in New Zealand, where millions of tiny glowworms illuminate the vaulted stone ceiling like a living, turquoise night sky. We float silently on a flat-bottomed wooden raft along an underground river that flows smoothly through the dark, cool chambers. The ceiling above twinkles with countless soft blue and green lights, casting a magical glow over the mirror-like water below. The cave is completely sheltered from the outside world, preserving an ancient, undisturbed quietness broken only by the soft, rhythmic ripple of the raft moving through the water. The glowworm cave gently transitions into an old, cozy library room inside a secluded coastal lighthouse during an autumn storm. Outside the thick stone walls, the wind howls softly and giant ocean waves crash rhythmically against the cliffs far below, providing a deep, comforting baseline to the night. Inside, a large stone fireplace crackles warmly, casting dancing orange shadows across rows of leather-bound books and plush woolen rugs. Sitting in a deep wingback chair near the fire with a warm blanket, the storm outside only amplifies the profound feeling of safety, warmth, and complete shelter within these ancient walls. Leaving the lighthouse, we glide over a vast, glowing field of sunflowers under the light of a giant, silver full moon in Tuscany. The tall, heavy golden flowers bow their heads gently in the cool night breeze, their vast yellow heads glowing softly under the moonlight. The air is warm and carries the sweet, nutty scent of summer fields and ripe earth. Crickets sing a slow, rhythmic lullaby from the hedgerows, blending seamlessly with the gentle whisper of the wind through the leaves. Walking slowly through the wide pathways between the flowers, the endless sea of gold brings a feeling of deep abundance, warmth, and natural tranquility. The sunflower field softly fades into a tranquil, traditional wooden tea house sitting in the middle of a calm, lotus-covered lake in Vietnam. Pink lotus blossoms open their petals under the starry night sky, releasing a delicate, sweet perfume across the water. The wooden walkways leading to the tea house are lined with paper lanterns that cast a soft, warm glow onto the still lake surface. Inside, soft silk cushions rest on polished bamboo floors, and the gentle sound of water lapping against the wooden stilts creates a continuous, soothing rhythm that stills every thought. From the Lotus Lake, we ascend into a high-altitude glass observatory perched on a snowy mountain peak in Chile, far away from all city lights. The massive glass dome offers an unobstructed, three-dimensional view of the cosmos, where the Milky Way stretches across the black sky like a brilliant river of silver dust. Shooting stars occasionally streak silently across the atmosphere, leaving brief trails of light that fade into the void. Inside the temperature-controlled dome, soft ambient warmth surrounds you as you lie back on a plush reclining couch, gazing up into the infinite depth of space with a feeling of absolute wonder and total peace. The observatory shifts into a quiet, warm evening walk through an ancient olive grove on the island of Crete. The gnarled trunks of trees that have lived for over 1,000 years stand like wise old guardians under an indigo sky. The ground is soft with dry earth and wild herbs, releasing the soothing scents of oregano, sage, and warm pine as you step. In the distance, the calm Aegean Sea glimmers under the moonlight, its small waves touching the shore with a soft, repetitive whisper. The timeless energy of the ancient trees instills a deep sense of grounding, safety, and effortless rest. The olive grove transforms into a midnight float along a calm, wide river winding through a dense, tropical rainforest in Costa Rica. The river water is warm and smooth as glass, carrying our wooden canoe effortlessly downstream through the dark jungle. Surrounding us, the rainforest breathes with a gentle chorus of night frogs, soft insect hums, and the gentle rustle of giant palm leaves in the warm night air. The canopy above creates a dense roof of green leaves, through which shafts of moonlight filter down like silver beams, illuminating mist rising from the water's surface. From the jungle river, we arrive at a secluded, hot thermal spring carved into natural volcanic rock high in the mountains of Iceland. The warm, mineral-rich water wraps around your body like a heavy, soothing blanket, instantly melting away every last bit of physical tension from your muscles. Outside the pool, cool night air touches your face, while rising steam forms soft clouds that float up toward a sky filled with brilliant stars. The contrast between the deep, penetrating warmth of the water and the crisp night air creates a state of total physical bliss and complete relaxation. The thermal spring softly dissolves into a quiet, sun-dappled courtyard inside an old monastery in the hills of Provence during late afternoon. The stone walls are covered in climbing roses and purple wisteria, filling the courtyard with their intoxicating, sweet fragrance. A central stone fountain trickles water continuously into a clear basin, its gentle splashes echoing softly off the arches. Bees hum lazily among the lavender bushes, and the warm sun warms the ancient flagstones, inviting you to lie back on a wooden bench and surrender completely to the slow, peaceful rhythm of the afternoon. The monastery courtyard transforms into a magical float through a cavern of pure, glowing amethyst crystals deep beneath the earth. Giant purple crystal pillars rise from the floor and descend from the ceiling, glowing with a soft, ambient violet light that fills the entire cave. The air is perfectly still, pure and cool, carrying a soothing silence that feels heavy, protective, and complete. Sitting on a smooth, flat crystal surface, the gentle purple glow surrounds you, absorbing any remaining thoughts and filling your mind with a deep, meditative calmness. Finally, all these paths, rivers, mountains, and skies gently merge into a single, warm, and loving embrace of complete rest. The journey has brought you through endless beauty, total safety, and profound stillness. There are no more places to visit, no more stories to hear, and no more thoughts to follow. Your body is completely heavy, comfortable, and warm, deeply sank into your bed. Your mind is quiet, peaceful, and still, floating in a sea of pure tranquility. Everything is complete, everything is calm, and everything is perfectly well. Good night, sleep tight, and sweet dreams.